Astronauts to the moon.
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
And I think it's time for the masses to wake up. Wake up. Wake up! Wake up and look at this line and live in it, man!
What's going on, everyone? It's Jeranism back with plain point number 2. Drop it like it's not. Let's get to the point. Is it true that Earth curves away from us? Well, let's see. First, it needs to be acknowledged that things shrink in the distance. No, not in reality, but from the observer's view, things do indeed shrink with distance. So where do we measure the drop of the Earth from? Well, from the observer's viewpoint. Well, now wait. So from the observer's viewpoint, things shrink with distance. It could be said that those things technically drop. Okay, check. And we measure the curvature of the Earth by comparing the heights of things from the observer's viewpoint. So then they must factor in perspective, right? Nope, they drop it like it's not. So let's take a closer look. Let's say that we're looking at the CN Tower, standing 1,815 feet high from across the water. Well, let's say that we also are 1,815 feet high. When we pull out our theodolite or our telescope and we level it, what would we see? We would see this. The spire of the CN Tower would be below the crosshairs. Why? Because from our viewpoint, the tower has shrunk with distance, and the telescope has no idea about perspective. Take these buildings here, and put a man on top with a leveled telescope looking down the row of buildings. Would he see the same thing as a man on a building, say, twice as high? Another way to look at it would be to imagine stacking leveled telescopes to the sky. If we peered through the first telescope, we'd see something like this. But if we peered through the top telescope, we'd see this. And if we went even higher, we'd see this. Again, if we are on a 100-foot building and leveled our telescope, and it was pointed into the distance, say, to this building here, even though the bottom block of the building was also 100 feet, our leveled telescope crosshairs would hit higher up, and the distance between those two marks is what they would consider drop. Is it drop? Absolutely not. You are dealing with perspective. All we need to do is simply observe from the side, and it's plain to see what I did there? That there is no curvature of Earth. And if you only take the observer's viewpoint and forget about perspective, then you'll end up with clever mathematics that mask the fact that where we were all told we live is nothing but a giant lie. Don't drop it like it's not. This has been Jeranism. Till next time, peace.